Good morning. As most of you know, and as you could anticipate, I'm sure, it's been a tough week to be a priest. It's been a tough week to be Catholic, and it's been an even tougher week to be a victim. The results of that grand jury investigation in Pennsylvania were shocking to me and to so many. Even though they stretch across some 80 years, it's all just still so wrong. And the need for forgiveness and the need for healing is vast. This report will not let us forget. It is my sincere hope that the church is moving, and actually moving quickly over the last 10 years, beyond this crisis in our church. In the United States, at least, the church that was so capable of these atrocities, in a real sense, no longer exists. There are hard and fast fail-safes in place now that seem to be working fairly well regarding priests, at least. And I already see, and I mean this with all my heart, I see great progress on the local levels. But we still have, as the poet wrote, miles to go before we sleep. But for the victims, once just kids, now adults, they are the ones who need our attention and our love, and who need to know that we are utterly committed to work with them to repair the damage that has been done, lifelong damage that has been done to them. I guess Gary Brown was hoping that this sex abuse scandal was over for the church. And though most of the activity recently reported happened long before society knew what we know now about abusers and pedophiles, it is still a shameful legacy. Till now, my hope had been that these incidents were in the rear-view mirror, and most of them are in the rear-view mirror. But then this report reminds me of what I see when I look at my right-hand rear-view mirror every time. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Even though it's in the past, it's still close and closer than they appear. I'm sorry for all of us for having to deal with this again, and I see this as a powerful opportunity for all of us to recommit, all of us, to repair the church, and I mean repair the church. And as a matter of fact, all of the institutions and all of our families, to make sure that we protect the unprotected. This is all of our work in any institution we're a part of, including our families, to do the work to protect the unprotected. For me, at least, there's just too much good here, all around us, right now, and in the wisdom available here for me, for us, for you, I hope, to let any be lost from this, maybe especially those kids, now adults. I can't thank you enough for your support of me personally. So many people sent the most tender emails you can imagine to just support me personally in this past week. Thank you for listening this morning to this. I know it's an unpleasant conversation, but I consider it absolutely necessary. I promise the homily will be shorter than usual. I will be available after Mass if anybody would like to follow up on this or to get more of my take on this or my understanding of what's behind so much of this. I have to say I'm incredibly ashamed and still proud of our church in St. Louis for all the work they've done. As most of you know, a couple in our community have been leaders in healing this since 2002 in our Archdiocese, and they've done an amazing work. Thank you, Phil, for that. And the last thing I want to say is we came here to pray, so let's do it now. We came here to worship. Let's do what we do best, worship God in the best way we know how.